So I set out to build my version of the Andy Summers Telecaster, and it all started out so well. I received all the parts, a beautiful body, nice roasted maple neck, and an all brass bridge. Everything was so great. I even got the electronics. But then the problems started stacking up. Turns out that the finish of the body is polyurethane and not nitrocellulose. And polyurethane is very hard to relic in a natural way. Then when I put all the parts together just to check, it turns out that the scale length is too long. What's up with that? Will I be able to overcome these problems, or is my project doomed to fail? Keep watching, you'll know. Alright, the first part is to prepare the neck. So I have to cut out the headstock, and for that I made this template. I don't have any desire for people to think that this actually is a Fender guitar. This has to be a layer state guitar. So I want there to be my own headstock. So it's just for protection, not to harm the surface of the wood in any way. So I actually already made a little mistake, a scratch right here. So is it already time for me to take a break? I think so. So it's time to route. And because there's not a great foundation in this side for the router, it can tip. So I am very conscious about keeping it down on this part of the template so that I don't mess it up like this. So now I have the shape. Now I just need to go over it with some sandpaper. Alright, so I made a mistake right here, and it's because I tipped the router and it made a dent into the wood right here. I fixed that mistake. Now I'm going over it with sandpaper in these curves right here. Alright, so the headstock shape is done. It's where it's supposed to be. And now we are ready to give the neck some boiled linseed oil. Let's do it. If you like this, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And now let's get on with the body template. I have made another workspace for me right here outside. I made this actually from this old couch, and it's super nice because it's very hot today. I'm going to route with this router bit with the bearing in the bottom, and I'm going to let it go along the body right here. I will try it. Okay, so the body is pretty much intact. The one is for the bottom, this is for the front. So far so good. Two nice templates and a lot of dust. Second coat of boiled linseed oil. Here we go. Alright, so now it's time to work on the template. So now I'm getting ready to route out these cavities. So this is going to be noisy and dusty. So this is it, and maybe I was going a little too fast. You know, you can regulate how fast the bit spins. So what happened was it started burning, but didn't ruin anything on the body, but it simply stopped cutting right here. You know, you can see the hole is bigger underneath here. So it's an absolutely beautiful day for guitar building, so I stepped out here. Usually I work in there. I'm going to give the neck the last coat of boiled linseed oil. Alright, so it's a new day. A few days have passed because I really needed to think this through. I'm going to do the cavities in the back of the guitar body. And that's a pretty high stakes moment. You can imagine how it feels to put a router to this surface right here. I found a picture of the Fender signature, Andy Summers signature guitar. So right now I have a print, and I'm going to cut this out and I'm going to make the cavity in the template. And when that all works, I can actually combine these two templates, the front and the back, and I can see how they overlap. And that gives me a little higher certainty not to mess it up when I'm going to cut into the body itself. Right now, let's do the cavities in the template. once again, I'm thinking long and hard about the cavities in the back of the guitar. Do you see this cavity right here? I didn't realize there's a hole right here. And that's of course the channel for the jack, and the wires are going down there. And that's pretty much what I'm expecting to get right here, isn't it? So that's very, very good. Okay, so I'm going with that, and now I think I will try to cut this out first of all, and then I will do the back template. Let's go. Alright, and now let's drill some holes. And this is a 3mm drill bit I'm using. Okay, so now it's time to work on the back template on the cavities right here. It actually got pretty big. You can maybe make it a little smaller for your template. That's it. And here you see how the cavities interact. And that's exactly what I'm going for. And then I have my template for the back plate like this. Now I'm ready to actually work on the body itself, and that's a little scary. And that's coming up in the second part of this video series, and you can check it out right here. If that's not the video, it's because it's not out yet, but it will be out real soon. So make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell icon to get notified when it's out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.